If you're interested in challenging yourself, growing substantially on a personal level, and seeing the world from new perspectives, then a gap year is definitely the right move for you. There's also plenty of room for letting loose and having fun with new friends during this transformative time. So, why take a gap year? And what's a gap year anyway? Taking a gap year to travel can be a transformative experience no matter where you go or when you do it. But if you're starting to consider a gap year, you may have a lot of questions running through your mind. Should I take a gap year? Why do a gap year and take a year off? Is taking a gap year worth it? We're here to tell you. Of course it is. Furthermore, it is irrelevant what stage of life you are in. A gap year is a good idea before college, after college, or even mid-career. People from all walks of life learn that having a vacation and traveling is healthy for the body. This is why taking a gap year is good for the soul. What's a gap year? The traditional idea of a gap year involves taking a year-long break between graduation from high school and the beginning of university or college. Typically, people taking gap years tend to fall between the ages of 17 to 21. However, nowadays the idea of a gap year has definitely expanded. You could be a working adult who is looking for a change of pace or a fresh graduate who wants to travel before entering the job market. You might be a current student wanting some adventures outside the classroom, or even an incoming college freshman not quite ready to start yet another academic term. Why take a gap year? There are many good reasons and times to take this type of break. Taking a gap year before college. According to the Gap Year Association, as many as 130,000 high school students took gap years within the 2020-2021 academic year. This is a huge jump compared with less than half the number before the pandemic. One of the reasons to take a gap year after high school is that many students feel like once they get into the routine of college and eventually work after graduation, they may not get a time more ideal than taking a gap year before college. There are many programs available to support young people taking a gap year before college. The possibilities are quite literally endless, and there's something for any and every type of interest. You can spend time volunteering or combining fun adventure experiences overseas alongside opportunities that could set you up for success in the future. If travel is something you want to include in your gap year, consider an international voyage on board a ship, a country jumper program you could take while learning Spanish, or an amazing opportunity to learn life skills while going on adventures across the Americas. There are plenty of good reasons to take a gap year during college. College students who take a gap year are mature and specific about their academic and personal objectives. A popular justification for taking a year off college is to recover from academic fatigue and to get to know yourself better. Taking a year off college for a gap year not only allows you to rest and re-energize, but it also enables you to discover more about who you are on your own terms. Schools like Harvard University, New York University, and MIT encourage students to take a gap year as a result of research on its advantages. Some universities take it a step further and provide university-sponsored programs for gap years. For example, Princeton University offers a 9-month, tuition-free service program to undergrads. There are institutions committed to sponsoring students from all backgrounds, and programs for gap years frequently provide financial aid. A gap year during college is also a great time to get hands-on experience interning or volunteering in your field of choice, so that when you return to classes, you'll be able to contribute more to your degree program. After college, taking a gap year can be costly, and it might feel daunting to save money for this before or during college. Taking a gap year may not seem practical in the midst of all that, which is why doing so after college is a great option. Many people are also aware that they might never again have the opportunity to take a full year off to broaden their horizons after they graduate and begin working. Increasingly, companies value graduates who take a gap year after college since they are independent and easy to work with. Learning life skills outside of an academic environment is imperative for character building and will make you an attractive candidate for many companies. Mid-career, person wearing blazer and glasses frowning in front of a laptop. Need a break from the daily grind? A gap year is calling. Some people are defying convention by taking a gap year after starting their careers, also known as a sabbatical or a professional break. This type of gap year might entail anything from taking a break from work for 3 to 6 months with permission from employers to packing up everything, traveling for a year or more while between jobs. The latter has increasingly become the trend as these adults have the financial means to be more adventurous. The current generation also values experiences beyond just work, so companies need to get with the program and offer flexible options to attract and retain top talent. Reasons to take a gap year. There are many reasons to take a gap year, and each person's reason may be different. However, there are some common reasons that many people choose to take a gap year. If you're still asking yourself, should I take a gap year? Here are some signs that point to yes. Number 1, you can truly enjoy the experience. As you are not busy with college academics or workplace responsibilities while you're traveling, you can truly embark on this journey with little to no responsibilities to distract you. You are more free to manage your time. This can mean controlling when you want to wake up in the mornings, how late you want to sleep at night, and generally having more flexibility to include hobbies like exercising. This is a great time to truly focus on you. Number 2, you'll make your CV shine. A gap year is a great time to gather experiences that can take your applications for jobs or further study to the next level. You can pad up your application with volunteer work, internships, or language skills that you pick up during your gap year. This can be the key to standing out from the crowd. Internships are also a great option if you want to explore a new career path or get additional knowledge in the field you're already in. There are even internships that you can do online if you want the flexibility of location during your gap year. Number 3, you'll embrace your independence. People who choose to take gap years tend to be just young enough to have the energy and adventurous spirit, but just old enough to know how to make responsible decisions. Here's where you learn your day-to-day needs to maintain your own health not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. A gap year will teach you lessons that cannot be learned in a classroom or office. You can take the time to have real-world experiences for the most important assignment of all you. Number 4, a gap year can set you up for academic and professional success. The experiences you have during your gap year can be so transformative that there's a good chance you return a completely renewed and more fulfilled person than just a year ago, thereby setting yourself up for success. Taking a break from studying can clear your mind and actually help you make better decisions regarding your academics. You may discover a new passion and want to pursue that, thereby increasing your focus and performance when you finally do go back to school or work. Number 5, you'll earn extra money. With more people than ever dealing with student loans during and well after graduation, for many people with limited financial options, investing time in a lucrative paying job can help get finances on track. This can be a great time to work and save up money that can help with your living costs if you decide to go back to college or live in a new city to work after your gap year. So is taking a gap year worth it? Of course. One of the key objectives of any gap year is for you to have a transformative experience and emerge from it a more contented and well-rounded individual. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.